My name is Joshua Steen, and I'm from Los Angeles. I'm a real estate broker. I'm a partner with Endeavor Real Estate and Arrow Capital Group, which is a real estate private equity group that my partner and I run. I really like it. It provides me with a great deal of flexibility in my scheduling. The pay is extremely good, and it's not as stressful. I mean, essentially, you eat what you kill. Really always been strong with math and numbers and money. It's fitting that I'm in a place where I'm dealing with large amounts of money and dealing with math every day of my life. I've always been a bit of an advocate of investing and saving, but it's more on the personal level myself that I'm falling a bit short. I grew up in South Los Angeles, and it was a pretty rough area. I mean, gangs were in the area. I'm sure if you look statistically, percentages aren't high to graduate high school. My mom saw it fit that we invest more money in education and less money in other areas. I was fortunate enough to attend private school my entire life, with both my MBA and my bachelor's degree. I think a dream I would have to do for my mom is to just alleviate her worries about money. I mean, we always talk about making it to the next bill, making it to that. I want that not to be a concern. I want my mom to actually have the freedom that we've never had.
I'm trying to move some money around here. You have any suggestions?
Moving money, huh? You could probably get a little bit more. You don't have anything in equities. I know you were trying to avoid stocks. You still thinking about avoiding them?
Yes. I want the sure thing, Joshua. I don't gamble with my money.
My mom's approach to finance is extremely safe. That's a little different than myself. The right bet comes along, I'm willing to put my money in there and risk it.
So what are you doing with your money?
I'm saving it a bit. Kind of figuring out the right way to go. That's kind of where my issue is. I don't know where to put it. Like, your stuff is already set up. I don't know even how to set it up. You know, once I get my money somewhere, I'd love to put it in equities. I mean, I could trade it myself, but it's just getting it there is where I'm having the issue.
Well, maybe you need to talk to somebody. Joshua was born to be a finance man. He has gambled a little bit more than I would, but I do think it's time for him to get a little more serious about his money and his finances. Should you be giving me advice if you're not saving?
I'm going to start saving in a couple of years. We're in a different situation.
Well, why put off till tomorrow what you can do today?
I don't practice what I preach necessarily. I'm really good at advising others and helping them better arrange their financial futures. But in my own situation, I just didn't see the importance. After talking to my mom, I think it's very important that I meet with a financial coach. That's why I'm meeting with Candace today, and hopefully we can come up with some good tools and strategies that can help me better live my life, better save, better invest.
Tell me a little bit about yourself so I have an idea of where you've come from and where you want to go.
Well, I'm a Los Angeles native, born and raised out here. Went to undergraduate in Connecticut. I had a full athletic scholarship while I played football in Connecticut. I actually graduated in 3 years. I was kind of plagued by injuries with football, so I had a little more time to focus on my studies. I have an undergraduate degree in finance, and I got my master's in business administration.
Okay, so you know a little bit about the whole money thing.
I do kind of understand, but more on a high level. You know, it's more of the personal finance that I'm kind of struggling with right now.
So Josh, would you share with me how you're invested currently?
Well, I'm very familiar with stocks. I mean, I've traded throughout college, I've traded throughout grad school, but most of my investments are in real estate.
Okay.
Just by trade and my investments with Arrow Capital Group and with my company, it's just the primary line of business we're in.
Right.
And I've been reaping the more of a return than I think I can get anywhere else in the market. And so it kind of makes sense for me right now to be in real estate.
So what is your definition of success?
I want to retire early, mid-30s, 40. I want to be a major contributing factor in my mom's retirement.
What have you set aside so far for retirement?
Nothing. I mean, my money's in checking accounts and it's in my company. Right now I'm playing with pennies. I'm so confident that I'm going to make more. I don't mind being a little bit more frivolous with it now.
How do you determine how much money you are able to spend?
I haven't really come up with, this is my budget for the night.
Now remember, if you're going to be living off of your assets, you probably need to be investing like a 55-year-old diet. Because you only want to do this for 10 more years.
Retirement does seem pretty far away, considering I am 24.
We need to get that money working for you, and there are different ways of doing that. One of the wonderful things is at age 24, Even though you want to retire in 10 years, it's likely you're going to be around for another 60 or 70 years. You have the benefit of allowing that money to accumulate and compound, and it would be a shame to waste it for you to look back 5 years from now and say, gosh, if I'd only started when I was 24. Because it does add up to a huge amount over time if you allow it to compound. Most financial service companies allow you to set up an account, an IRA account, where they'll automatically debit from that account for you on a monthly basis. So what I'd like you to do is for you to figure out some budgeting. Let's figure out how much is a reasonable amount of money to spend. Josh's got so many things in his favor. If we can just get him setting aside money on a regular basis, he's going to be incredibly successful.
My first meeting with Candace went really well. She pointed out a lot of things that I should pay more attention to. I've come up with a budget, and hopefully I can save a little more and look for more direction from her.
In our next episode, Joshua begins to see the value in cutting back on frivolous expenses to concentrate on long-term financial goals. But is he ready to follow through? Find out on The Invested Life.